Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. First off, I want to thank you for joining us here on Cruel Ludus Air for your flight today. We are currently cruising at an altitude of about 70 BPM. Expected flight time is looking to be 30 minutes, which ought to have us back on the ground in Shanghai around 4:50. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the fasten seatbelt light, so feel free to relax and roam about the cabin. Thank you and enjoy the flight.
Do I really look like a guy with a plan? No, I just do things.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video here with Rich Aesthetic. I hope you guys enjoyed that little drone sequence that is from the DJI Mini 2, if you haven't guessed already. This is another episode of Aesthetic Tech. I believe we're on our 4th episode now, and we've got 16 subscribers. So thank you so much to everyone, my friends and family. I'm sure it's basically everyone who's subscribed so far. So thanks to you guys, and let's keep pushing on forward. So yeah, like I said, DJI Mini 2, I've got it right here, and we're going to have a little review video about this. So let's jump straight into the video. All right, so this is a review video for those of you who've never really owned a drone before, because that was me before this video. This is the first drone I've ever owned, not just the first DJI drone I've ever owned, but the first just drone in general. And it's the most fun piece of tech that I've ever had, or that I've ever played with since getting my iPod Touch in, I think it was like the 3rd or 4th generation back in middle school, and then my first MacBook in university. What else? And then the iPad was a lot of fun getting that. And then, Xbox, of course. Getting the Xbox, that was a lot of fun too. But since my MacBook in university a few years ago, I haven't really gotten anything very new, iOS revolutionizes itself every year, but is not that dissimilar from its previous version. This has been a lot of fun, and I haven't even flown it longer than an hour, I think. If you were able to figure out from the drone shots in the beginning that, oh, this is a beginner flying the drone, this video is probably not for you. But if you thought that drone sequence at the beginning of the video was like cool, or just all right or nice to watch or whatever, this is something I would consider if I were you. Whether you're into aerial photography or cinematography, or just in it for the flight, there's a lot you can do with this, and you're not really constrained to anything. And that's what I'm gonna get to in this video. So to start, it is based on the price point and its feature set. It's targeted for beginners. That was definitely the category that I fell into. The reason I went now, getting a drone is because the Mini 2 has 4K video recording at 30 frames per second. Now, 4K is it's becoming a standard. We've moved far enough along from 1080p that it's not something you should really be considering unless you're on a super tight budget, in which case check out the Mavic Mini. I think the DJI Mavic Mini, that's the first iteration of this. But yeah, the 4K is what sold me on this guy. Then the other thing it's got its regular level 5 wind resistance according to the website. It's got the 3-axis gimbal that DJI has just perfected year over year with all of its stabilizers that it's made for cameras and smartphones alike. It does auto takeoff, like you just press a button, tap and hold, and it takes off for you, and also can land in this way. So it's super well targeted for beginners, but it can also do a lot of stuff that, you know, the power users out there would want to do. You have the same, let me grab it here. You have the same remote controller that you get with the Mavic Air 2, I believe. You know, you pull it out, you can get an attachment to use it with an iPad if you want, or you just use it with your smartphone, which is of course what I have been doing. 1 second, Siri is gone off. There we go. As far as the second feature that I want to talk about is its portability. If you're not a beginner and you're looking for something portable, this is the best choice. I guess you could go the Spark, but you're really limited there as far as video capabilities goes. So this I definitely would recommend. So the way it folds up, you just kind of swing the back two propellers up like that, slide the front to back like that, and now you're here. And then if you get the accessory which holds the propeller, it's like a propeller guard or something, you know, it'll hold the propellers in place like that, and kind of wraps around. So you can't get much more compact than this and get 4K video recording plus really great stabilization and wind resistance, where you can just, you know, have it hover in the air and the video is not really moving that much. Plus with that 4K, the 4K video recording, if you end up uploading in 1080p anyways, you can crop in without any resolution loss for your final video timeline. So that's definitely a big one that I think both beginners and you advanced users, if you're still out here, might be interested in. Then as far as the third feature goes, are the Quickshots feature. Now Quickshots, you're gonna see some, not on this side, but on this side of me overlaid, you're gonna see there's like a boomerang where like the drone will go around you. The second one, you can do like this thing called rocket, where it just kind of goes up and just kind of, you know, goes as high as you want it to go. You can set it, you know, 25, 30, 35, so on and so forth meters. Then there's this like this helix, so it kind of, you know, makes this DNA shape up around you. There's some other quick shots. You can make like a 180-degree pano. You can have a wide angle, like this huge picture, and also my favorite, it's called circle, or no, sphere, sorry. So it's basically the tiny world effect that you can see here. And you can use that, post it onto Facebook, and get those 3D photos that you can pan around in and things like that. The one downside to the quick shot feature at the moment is it's limited to 1080p. I think this is a firmware thing because, of course, the DJI Mavic Mini was limited at 1080p, so I'm hoping that there will be a software update where you'll be able to 4K record a quick shot. But until then, you are limited to 1080p, but the effect is so cool and it's effortless. Draw a little box around you to label yourself as the subject, and the drone just does its thing. And yeah, I mean, this video is not too technical, and if you've been watching this far, I'm sure you've already realized that. But it's more to just show how cool and how much fun something like this, something so simple like this, and at the price point of $700 if you get an SD card with the kit, like the shoulder bag and stuff, or just $450 if you don't need an SD card and you just want the drone and the controller. I mean, that's a lot of fun, and you know, this is gonna last you for years. The batteries are removable, so you don't have to worry about battery degradation, battery degradation, or anything like that. They slide out like this with that kit I was talking about. I think it's like the Fly More combo. You get 3 batteries. Each battery is around 31 minutes of flight time. So if you have 3, you know, you get over an hour there. But if you're good with just one, you're good with just one. You can always expand later, of course. And on the DJI website, there are a lot of other accessories, such as this like propeller guard that comes around it like that, so it protects it. You can fly it around inside the house, much safer that way. And even outside, you know, you won't hurt anyone unless they manage to stick their finger through the guard somehow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to convey on video how cool it is. If you didn't think the drone shots were cool, then just skip this. You know, that's not a thing for you. But if you thought those little videos were cool and you want to get yourself in on some of those videos, check out the DJI Mini 2. So much fun. Check out the link down below. It's not an affiliate link, so full disclosure there. And yeah, I think you guys are gonna have a lot of fun. Again, please share please like, subscribe, and share the video. It helps me out a lot. I'd love to be able to get to 20 subscribers, so if we can get 4 more people, that would be sick, and we'll go up from there. We are at over 640 views, maybe 650 by the time I upload this, so that has been a lot of fun. So yeah, if you want to be part of this aesthetic tech or rich aesthetic movement, then check me out, and thanks so much again for watching. So Rich Aesthetic out.